Well, the action keeps coming here. We're off to the women's semifinals, and it is the Wild Dog squad, coached by Justin Ben.
Oh, there we go. I was a little confused there because I think it was the lads that were showing up for the Wild Dogs. They do mixed play, but they don't do women versus men. So I think there's a slightly in there. But yeah, you can see for the Elephant squad coming up.
Well, that is the Wild Dogs in the yellow jerseys. In the orange are the Serengeti Elephants. This is semi-final play. He's going to get us underway. Kick goes long to the right. The Elephants, who had a brilliant first day here last Sunday, received the penalty here on a quick tap. 2 wins, but headed into that final against the Honey Badgers and got well beaten. So they played some good rugby here at Rugby 10s. What side do you think is going to show up here today in the semi-final?
Oh, well, I think they're both going to show up. I think they're both going to be very much at this, but I think Wild Dogs possibly have the edge. Some of their key players just really have stepped up so far into this tournament, but there's an Elephants player down on the ground right now, which is why there's a little bit of stoppage into this just off of that initial kickoff.
That is Maribel Mestre, the Colombian star. Just getting some treatment.
She's a big hitter as well. She put in some huge shots on Wednesday, some really physical player. So Elephants will be really hoping she gets back up onto her feet.
Just regrouping there. The team's having a deep breath. Of course, this fixture last Sunday was won by the Serengeti Elephants. They won 12 points to 5 over the Cape Town Wild Dogs. Coach Robin McDougall, Canadian, who helps in Mexico, helps here. He does a lot of great coaching. Started an academy up on Vancouver Island. Great to see him involved with the Serengeti Elephants here. Been a big part of Rugby 10s over the years.
And yeah, she makes her way off the pitch, and then Wild Dogs get ready to put the ball in.
Yeah, just every care taken with the athletes. They've got great support here. It's part of Rugby 10s. Respect and applause is carried off the field, and we will set the scrum now. The Wild Dogs will be in a defensive position, and the dangerous presence of Megan Allard, the young Canadian from Concordia University. She's putting in the scrum. See if she goes with the flow. She's got 3 players to the right. She's having trouble getting out of the scrum, and Wild Dogs penalized for the scrum early push.
It looked like they were under a lot of pressure, but if that early push came in, that was the cause of it. So Elephants hoof that one long and go for the line out play.
Yellow, here's your mark.
This is just game management, taking the touch and working from the lineup.
Go. Guys, yellow's on their mark. Need you guys in. Orange, need you guys in. Thank you.
Referee managing the lineout. They need a meter gap between them. That throw doesn't go straight, and because there's competition from the Wild Dogs, it will be awarded a free kick to the Wild Dogs.
Yeah, and it is a little bit windy out there, actually. You can't tell as much, but just from our view, we can see the flag just going a little bit in the wind. We saw a pass earlier in the men's semi-final that just got drifted as it was passed, so potentially that coming into play there.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that today. Wonderful surface and conditions and stadium to play on here. Big thank you, Orange County soccer team, Championship Stadium in Irvine, California. Really, last weekend after those heavy rains, they did a great job cleaning up and getting us set for this incredible Rugby 10s action. This time it's the Wild Dogs and the dancing feet of Staines stepping away from 2 players. Again, the pass doesn't go to hand, and it's knocked back by the Elephants. They get bodies on it, but it's been stolen. The referee letting them go. It's better go forward from the Wild Dogs. Through the hands. Stepping around, Maru. A little bit scrappy right now. First game of the day for these players. As I said, they had competition last Sunday, then Wednesday, of course, was the mixed plays. There's a hint of a gap out wide, stepping inside one, but the jersey grab was just enough to slow her down. Now they go conventionally, open field. Offload out of the tackle. That's going to cause some problems for the Elephants. They're scrambling to get across. 15 meters to gain. Pass on the back shoulder. Power and strength. Great work from the Wild Dogs. And I think it's Ondo who's done it the job and got the first try of the match.
Yeah, Ondo has great finishing there. Good work to get over. But Wild Dogs just not panicking. As you said, it did look a little bit scrappy at times. Didn't look like they were going too far forward, but actually they're just biding their time. They're looking, they're wondering. They're going from width to width, and that's a really good leg drive there. She's dragging the defender with her to the try line. Good score for the Wild Dogs.
Conversion falls just short, but great work from Alexandra Ondo, the University of Ottawa product up in Canada. Played for the under-20 Canadian national team. Said, showing her leg drive, all those hours in the gym paying off as she gets to the line.
Oh, absolutely. Just that strength and determination as well. But that all went from one side of the pitch right to the other. So really well worked for them.
Kick off long. Elephants a chance to respond here. Nice scything run there from another Canadian, Lizzie Gibson from Queen's University. So going to pop up for the Elephants. They need someone to inspire because there's been a blanket of yellow jerseys right now. Really disciplined in defense. Elephants going to try and wear that down here in its first semi-final. They've got the edge. Oh, great scrambling from the Wild Dogs, and it was Piper Flynn grabbing the jersey. She's got her team back possession, and they're looking to put their second on the board. Just knocked on, but what a great battle on the edge there, Kat.
Oh yeah, Haley and Flynn having that race and that foot race into there, but it was Flynn who manages to get back across to her, make that tackle. One thing I would say for Zoe Healy, just the former winger myself, get the ball in the other hand so she can then get the handoff if she needs it. You get the ball away, less chance of it getting ripped or spilled into that, because Healy is really a flyer. She's got pace to burn. So yeah, get that ball, other hand, get the fend on.
I thought you told me you'd never been caught behind in your entire career.
Oh no, I have. It's horrible. Yeah. Yeah. But I did love a handoff. That was my main. I'd say 99% of my tries were scored off a handoff.
And you wingers have got to love the Rugby 10s format. That's that much more room on the edges.
Oh, loads more room to have a go. But more work than 10s, I think, than 7s, sorry. So I think there's I really love it.
Nice well-worked move from the Elephants right through the middle. Good movement behind the ball. Brought down is Josh Sayamatafa. Advantage for the Elephants. They can try their hand. They go with the flow. They bobble it. We're going to come back for the penalty. Referee's going to have a chat.
39. Off.
I think it's Lance Hawley who's in a bit of trouble here.
No wrap.
Well, we've seen how costly across the tournament, going down to 9ers, so see if Elephants can make use of it. Oh, not like that, they're not. Just the knock on there. And a wasted opportunity, it has to be said. So Wild Dogs survived so far, but being a player down is just so tough to defend.
Yeah, a little bit of a rush there in the end. Stella Wafula, the Olympian for Kenya, just put it down. But when you're up a player advantage, you want to make the team that's short work a bit harder than that, and they've let them off the hook.
Yeah, off the hook here. So Wild Dogs play sensibly, wait it out, play this 2 minutes. Unlikely they'll keep the ball for the whole 2 minutes, but they'll try and keep as much of it as they can. Referee not happy there, so ball get re-put in.
Deja Thompson putting in for the Wild Dogs, another Canadian out there. She's from Calgary. Spent some time with the Canada Sevens in the series. Just a great opportunity to play in this level of competition. These players are on the edge of a national team trying to make their claim to be back into it. I'm sure these tapes will go back to the national coaches. Thought about the quick tap, did Thompson, and they do go in the end. Oh, big hit midfield. Was it legal? Yeah, referee seems happy. So the 9 Wild Dog players, now they're not rolling away, so we'll be a quick tap. Wild Dog's doing a great job. One short. Oh, there's a well-timed pass, but it's just high and on the back shoulder. So we couldn't get Ondo into space again.
Yeah, those are the coach killers when you get past behind a ball behind you, because you want it out in front, especially when you're running full pelt. So I think she passed the player instead of to space, so it does end up going behind her. But initially, really good tap, good pace as well. Can see what she's then trying to do to fix it, but yeah, just a bit high, but worse than that was actually that it was just a bit too far behind her for Ondo to take.
Thompson did well to create the opportunity, but the 28-year-old just not executing. Allard to introduce. It's a better scrum from the Elephants. They hold their shape. Gibson out wide. Stop and go from Manutafa. Working all the way to the edge now. They're going to come back, see what they got. A hint of offside. Yeah, referees picked it up. The Wild Dogs are up early. Advantage for the Elephants in orange. They are down a try at the moment.
It's orange.
Still advantage. Short tip pass. Nice offloading here. 3-on-2. Can they execute the short ball? Great line and good hands from the Elephants. It will be Wafula getting in to level things up.
Yeah, great score there, and really important the Elephants did that whilst the Wild Dogs were down a player. They had the overlap. They just needed to make sure they got the ball into space. A few netball style passes going on.
Yeah.
It didn't look the prettiest to get it wide, but who cares if it's pretty? You just want to score tries.
Really like the line there for number 4, Sire Hamden, the Life University product. She came in tight but kept her hands free to keep the play alive.
Yeah, the other player that I think is really integral for Elephants is Gibson, Lizzie Gibson. She is involved in so much. She was the one who decided to carry to make it obvious that Wild Dogs had come offside to the referee, so they had that advantage. She gets involved so much into this side and how they play.
24-year-old Gibson, of course, former teammate of the current World Rugby Player of the Year, Sophie de Goody, the Canadian star, who's now playing over in England and absolutely loving life.
Oh, she is absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen Sophie de Goody play, you have to, because she really has it all. She is the complete player, and no one could argue about being world player. Everyone's like, yeah, there's one name and it's got to be her.
Wouldn't be a bad fit for 10s rugby, I dare say. A 7s international, cruelly denied a chance to go to Paris. Her team won a silver, but then just got herself fit and played a huge role in the Women's Rugby World Cup we've just seen in England. Quick tap from the Elephants. Backing yourself to the half gap is Anderson. Canadians seem to be calling all Canadians here. She's from Regina in Saskatchewan. Another one, Jillian Bogue, World Cupper. Silver medal there, and she's won a penalty for the Elephants. They go quickly. Rear-handed. They've got numbers. Oh, brilliantly executed not. Sorry, I jinxed them. Gibson's going for the corner. She cleans it up, and she gets it done. So instrumental to this team, as you pointed out.
Yeah, she's done them a solid there, because that should have just been 2v1. Put her away for the corner, but it's not a pretty pass. Goes behind her. She manages to tiptoe past on that, right on that edge of the touchline, manages to dive before she knows the covering players coming across. She wanted to get in and under the post, but didn't want to risk getting tackled into the dead ball.
Version's a little flat, so that will do it for halftime. It's 2 tries for the Elephants, only 1 for the Wild Dogs in response.
Yeah.
We'll go sideline and get some reaction from LJ.
Well, as expected, very little between those two sides there. Just like in the men's competition, 7-5, this one feels like it's going to be a very tight second half. Now, it does feel like Serengeti Elephants have got the ascendancy, scoring just before the break there. So let's go and see what they're saying in their huddle.
Out with a smile.
Let's go. Okay, focus here. We talked about maintaining control of that game. The first 3-4 minutes, we didn't have control, but you guys have now regained control. They are weak in. They're falling apart, conceding a lot of penalties. We need to manage the game, manage the clock. We have lots of overlaps. We're doing the right thing, but maybe hold our feet a bit and make sure we're talking. Gibby, whoever's on the edge there, you need to make sure they see you. Otherwise, you're going to get any type of ball. Okay, let's control this game on defense. Okay, and we'll just go step by step by step. I want Viv to get the ball early, and I want her to score. Let's go.
Let's go.
Interesting messages from the coach. They're obviously spotting overlaps, spotting a big dog leg in that wild dog's knee, but perhaps the Serengeti Elephants aren't getting out wide or not spotting their girls out there. Kat, what would your advice be to those girls out on the wing?
Oh yeah, possibly get a little bit deeper. Mainly, I would say that it's the pass that is getting pulled back too much. But the players out wide, if they get a little bit deeper, they can make that pass a little bit easier to then hit onto it.
That was the voice of Robin McDowell, the Canadian. It's like an extra special version of the Rugby Hive podcast. If you like your rugby and you like your chats on all manner of the game, tune into that one. He and Down Stanford, some great guests over the years. The Wild Dogs got some work to do. They're down one score. They've got it wide. Oh, big hit. A high contact, quick whistle from the ref. Maybe could let it go as the Wild Dogs were hitting the Elephants back. Nice pass in front and hitting it in full stride, almost taking the half gap. This is much better from the Wild Dogs. Oh, space and the pace to finish it. Going for the corner, using every inch for the Wild Dogs. Kukatai, the veteran New Zealander. Hugely important try for the Wild Dogs.
Oh, massively important and just well timed, and big game players stand up in the moments they need to, and for Kukatai there to just spot that gap, and she looks so quick, just carving through that back line there. So it's a great play before into the midfield, but there you go, just in stride. Just a beautifully balanced runner, isn't she? Just looks really quick, very balanced, great score.
Just too much space on offer there for the former Black Ferns Sevens player. There's Kukatai, the 28-year-old, providing for her team, but again the conversion is wayward. So 10-all, we're all square. This is fantastic stuff here. Gareth Reese joined by Rugby World Cup winner Kat Merchant, and Kat, this is just, as we get into the medals, we see them down there, they're pitch side. Semi-final action, it's do or die right now for the women.
Absolutely, and a great kick there, but awesome take there from Gibson to keep her composure and take that really high ball.
Well, Gibby, as her coach called her, seems to be doing the little things well. That was a great example of just stepping up, her team needing possession, and she secured it.
Yeah, because it's not easy. It's really high. There's a competition in the air. She does selflessly as well. She doesn't even worry about how she lands because she's just got her eye on the ball, and those are the players that you want, literally body on the line.
So big scrum for the Elephants. 5-person scrum, of course. Scrum half and then 4 back to let it out to the left of your shot. One player lurking up high. Now they're swapping the combinations. Allard's having a little look around, seeing what's available. Elephants doing just enough to hold off the scrum pressure. Now they go with the float. It's got a runner offered. Gibson is that runner. Ball in 2 hands. Then she tucks it because she needs that left one to defend. She's not held, so she rolls. Great strength being shown by Lizzie Gibson. Pass is bobbled, but the referee's going to deem them offside, the Wild Dog players, on the contact above the neck.
Yeah, I think it was a high tackle there. I think the Elephants player had ducked slightly, so that's where there's a little bit of lenience into it, but a high shot is a high shot regardless, so the penalty will come in.
So Namzi's having a little bit of a chat. Nice refereeing here, just explain to the offending player. Here it is here.
Yeah, so there's the carry onto this. Oh, this is a bit before it. So this is the Gibson run. So really great round the outside, as you said, using her strength, not held, rolls to get back up.
That go forward, so important in the 10s game. Sometimes it's not pretty, but just committing to a line, getting your team, forcing the defenders on the back foot.
Especially when it's 10-all.
Yes.
Just every metre is going to count, isn't it? So if you could get that defence on the back foot.
First action of the day for these women's teams as they're pitted in the semi-final.
No, he came forward off the hand first.
Gone forward off the hand, a little frustration there.
Yeah, slightly harsh maybe. I thought that one had gone backwards, but referee is right in line with it, so he's going to see better than we can from up here. But that does now give Wild Dogs a chance to strike.
That's dangerous because it gives Erica Farias there, the Oregon Shark in the 61 jersey, and her Wild Dogs team a chance to create something from the scrum.
and they've pulled themselves really far wide to this left-hand side. They haven't got anyone over on the blind side.
Set!
Good solid platform. They go with the flow. Off runner offered and given and recycled. Nice work here, but big crushing tackle in response from Seyo Manutafa. Credit the Elephants there. Quickly up from the scrum and quickly put the orange wall in place. What's your try score? Kukatai looking for an offload, but nothing available. Nice work rate here from the Elephants. Again, quickly off the line. This is when the lungs start to burn. They got to stay connected. And reward for the Elephants. They put pressure on and the skills break down for the Wild Dogs.
Yeah, there's been really good line speed, but as LJ said in that half time, there were a few dog legs there, and then actually when you do rush up, you can create that just slight gap for them to go through. So if you fly, if you decide to go on your own, you have to make the hit, otherwise you're leaving the rest of your defensive side really vulnerable.
Well, Kat, if this scoreline does stay the same, we've got a pretty unique way of deciding it, the sudden death penalty kicks.
Yes, yeah, Dallin's very excited for the drop kick, sudden death. So he's manifesting a draw. So yeah, he'll be somewhere waiting in the wings.
I got to think with the talent that's on this Rugby 10s field right now, we're going to have another score here in the next 4 and a bit minutes. We'll see if that can be the Elephants in orange who go wide. Nice work, and they've created a huge gap midfield and the supporting line. This is fantastic back play from the Elephants. Gibson still driving those legs. Now they come back. A little bit lateral, winning the collision. Good strong carry there. Bit flat. Was Seyo Manutafa. Another World Cupper for Canada, silver medalist. Over in that world record game, 82,000, Canada against England. Offload's still alive. Try score, trying to get a second here, Wafula, but she's brought down about 7 meters short. Elephants building, bobbled momentarily, but regrab. Only 5 meters to go now. This is excellent play. There's an extra unmarked body on the short side. Maybe a chance of a card there, because that was to me a pretty sure try if it had gone right.
Yeah, you could see the argument for that, but they're just talking now about what they're going to do here, and they have opted to go for the scrum. So this means obviously you're going to get rid of 5 forwards into that pack, so that then there's the whole pitch length out to the left to go there. So this was the off feet affecting the 9. You could see an argument for that, couldn't you, for a card?
10-10. Over 3 minutes to play. A place in the semifinal up for grabs. Up next, it is the San Clemente Rhinos and the Falcons Honey Badgers, who have been the form team, looking for the short side. Allergy stops, realizes it wasn't on, gets to ground. Again, the short side, Jillian Bogue, she's brought down. Great defense from the Wild Dogs, they're scrambling. And the counter ruck, making life difficult for the Elephants. Off the left foot, goes Hamden. Well recycled ball. Kula stepping across the front, still got the ball in the left hand. Beats 2 defenders, beats a third, but she bobbles it at the last moment. Huge roar comes out from the Wild Dogs bench.
Yeah, she was opting to just do a bit too much herself there, where possibly let the ball do the work. She had numbers on the outside. The initial handoff here, really great. Then, got to go to the outside. There's a player to the left off the screen. Couldn't quite see in that shot, but I think that's a 2v1, and then she scores. So Fula initially, great handoff, good fight, but then just move the ball.
The referee's coming back for an offside penalty by the Wild Dogs. I know it was a bit harsh. I thought they were quite disciplined in their defense, but it will be a penalty. 5 meters out. Lizzie Gibson's on the ball. What's your choice here?
The tap, and so they've gone right into the centre. So normally you see a dummy play, a loop round play, but they've just gone simple with a crash.
Wild Dogs bending but not breaking for the moment. Wafula again, she's crushed. 3 meters short on the far sideline. Both benches are screaming over here. Semi-final, Liz Gibson wanted it, but it's been knocked on. A little help from the assistant official over there. A crucial call, and knock on Elephants, possession Wild Dogs.
Yeah, it did look messy over in that corner. Defense, good
what a tackle.
shot there. Great tackle into there, and then it must have just off that pick there. Yeah, just as she went to pick it up, just spilled it forward slightly, and Wild Dogs let off. But you have to say, far right-hand corner of the pitch, deep into your own, like by your try line, to have to scrum out and play from here. It's a big ask for the Wild Dogs.
It was big Shannon Maru who put the tackle in. Perhaps no surprise to Tongan Rugby League International. Great work from her, saving the day for the Wild Dogs. Now they have a chance, as you say, to get out of their own end, but also go the length. It has happened in 10s rugby. Too early on the push from the Elephants, so they've dodged the first bullet.
They have, and Dallin, as if by magic, has just appeared to look as it's looming as it could be drop goal time.
10-all, we're into the final minute here of the semi-final. Women's action. Wild Dogs have their hands on it. They're regrouping behind the scrum. Blackfern 7-star. Good footwork, and then out wide. Oh, beautiful pass into space. This is going to be a battle of the pace. In and out, around the corner. Great work from Piper Flynn. And at the death, it's Piper Flynn and the Cape Town Wild Dogs stealing the semi-final.
Beautiful, beautiful score there from the Wild Dogs. Piper Flynn, take a bow. Absolutely nailed it when it counted, and it all came from that beautiful flat pass out wide. Look at that, beats the defender, and then the loop around play from Flynn as well to loop round the outside to create the extra number. Love that hold and go, because it isn't just out and out gas, it's the ability to get a defender to pause slightly and then re-accelerate, because that's the difference. That's how you get to lose them. Brilliant individual score created from lovely handling.
Yeah, just too much work to do and too much pace for Australia, and the conversion won't matter, although it's going to go through. What a kick. That'll make it 7, and it's hugs all round for the Wild Dogs. They take this one 17 points to 10. Let's go sideline around some of those hugging players. How's it feel down there?